Looking at this account, you might think everything looks pretty fine. We've got a Sword Flash, we've got Drake, we have 2 Rogans. Everything you need to make Sword Flash work. Well, that's not really the case. This account has made one massive blunder with all their resource choices. If you take a look, we have a bunch of E4s, E5s, we've got an E2 Heartwatcher, we've got an E4 Ithaca. There doesn't seem to be a lot of guidance, and it seems like we're trying to fix a few holes that we've created in this account. So today we're going to be talking about this account that I found on the Facebook group because they were asking one simple question.
Hey, I just got 400 relics, and I would like to know which artifact to choose next.
Oh my word, the most frequently asked question we get. And then folks, when I took a look at his artifacts, I realized this person had made a massive mistake building Sword Flash. Let's go take a look. So look here, we have a glittery Demon Bell, a glittery Punisher of Immortal, a bunch of crap artifacts. I'm then seeing 1 Augustus Magic Ball, 1 Antlers Cane, and that's it. This person has made a huge error by focusing all their time, money, and effort into building heroes without making them actually good. Talk about wasted investment. The simple problem with this account is that we've gone ahead and built a Sword Flash who we can't utilize. Looking at the artifacts from before, honestly, the best thing you could stick on this Sword Flash is a glittery Punisher of Immortal, which feels okay if you're using Energy Feed to give her an active skill round 1 and round 2, but that is not the case. This account has a single glittery Demon Bell. You cannot put enough energy into a Sword Flash round 1 using a single glittery Demon Bell, and there is no way you can make an Ignis outspeed that Sword Flash to give her an active skill round 1. So there is no way you're getting that round 1 active to kill the opponent. So you got to pray that a basic attack is good enough that you're going to get impeccable flow off. But in later fights in the Void Vortex, you are not going to kill an opponent with just a basic attack and a glittery Punisher of Immortal, which means this Sword Flash is absolutely not going to perform as intended, and therefore is going to hold this account back. And the most heartbreaking thing about this account is we have 445 bag space, which means we have spent hundreds, if not thousands, on this account. Look at the heroes. Look how many are wasted that we don't need. That Garuda should have been swapped when they wanted to build a Rogan. Fiona, Inosuke, Sherlock, they're all tenants for Sword Flash. That makes sense. But you know who I'm seeing here that really breaks my heart? It's the Eloise. Because this guy's account is a textbook example as to why we use Eloise in the mid-game and not Sword Flash. Even Barry made a video about this, which blew my mind. I was not expecting him to do that because we've been talking about it for the last few weeks. Barry hadn't really said much, and then suddenly Barry comes out with a video saying, hey, we've been thinking Sword Flash might not be the best first E5. And a lot of you reading through the comment sections on that were like, nah, Barry, you're wrong. No, he's not wrong. Right? We've been talking about this for weeks on this channel. If you've been living under a rock, welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button. But trust me, Eloise here is way more beneficial. Why? Because this guy's just got to 400 relics. He can now buy a golden crown, which he should have done ages ago, and put that on the Eloise. We have Tix and we have Carrie. Granted, they're not finished, but look, we've started investing in literal garbage. Gloria is going to be a tenant for Sword Flash. We really don't need to be building Gloria here because we don't need to be putting tenants on Sword Flash because Eloise needs to be this guy's homeowner. The Garuda, completely useless. We can regress her too. And using those resources, we can get that Ithaca to level 350, we can get the Carrie to level 350, and we can finish them both off to E5. That's going to give us Tix, Carrie, Ithaca, all as tenants for Eloise. Combine that with the Golden Crown, this account is actually going to do really, really well. But then I still stare at this and want to cry because he's got 2 Rogans, a Drake, a Sword Flash, and a ton of other stuff that he's built like Fiona, Inosuke, Sherlock, all to hopefully get something out of a Sword Flash that is backed up with artifacts that are literal garbage. This is why we tell you artifacts are important. Because if you're going to spend a ton of money, your progress is going to accelerate. You're going to get more heroes, but you need artifacts to back that up. Look at this guy. He's swimming in almost workshop dust, right? The amount of exclusive artifacts he's got breaks my brain. Because he could have bought so many artifacts and got them to Splendid, but he just didn't. 17 Winged God Messengers and an upgraded one. We've got all those ones at the bottom. They're all faction exclusive. It's ridiculous. I know a ton of people that would kill for this amount of artifacts. But the problem is, none of them are good. We have a single Antler's Cane, a single AMB, 2 Punishers, and 2 Demon Bells. If you want to get into this game by spending money, please focus your resources into events that reward you with artifacts, because if you don't, you will end up just like this guy. Because this person has put all their time and energy into building a Sword Flash because they heard on the internet it was a smart decision, but honestly, it wasn't. Because for this guy, he really should have gone with Vesa as the first Transcendence hero. Vesa would have been able to support that Eloise that we were talking about building up, and by using Eloise, we've got a lot of our fundamental game modes covered. Then, using the Ithaquo, we can do Broken Spaces, Vesa can help there too, and you've got all your boxes covered. A lot of people seem to think that Eloise can't do the Void Vortex. She can. It's been done. People have got to vanquish her with an Eloise. It's just not easy. And a lot of you don't like scratching your head, so you go, it's not possible, because we've not seen a content creator do it. You know, believe it or not, guys, there are people outside the world that aren't content creators that are actually doing fantastic things for this game. Check out the Discords. There are people that are making waves, testing new things. There's good stuff moving on. And you're missing out if you haven't checked it out already. So if I was given advice to this account, it would be simple. Pick up a golden crown, show it on Eloise, do all that stuff we said about getting tenants, make her a homeowner, and honestly, now focus on Demon Bells, because I don't want that Sword Flash to go to waste. This Sword Flash is a long-term project, but unfortunately, the guy's focused so much on heroes, he forgot to focus on the project. We need 8 Demon Bells to get proper energy feed. That's a Glittery and 2 Radiance, or if you're feeling like you want a Gamba, you go with 2 Splendids, but there is a chance that that fails. With those artifacts, you need them to be faster than Sword Flash, so you need them on quick assassins, like Rogans and Drakes. And here's another funny thing, this guy doesn't have the imprints to make Rogan and Drake fast enough. You need them to be Void 3 with speed imprints, or at least you're going to need some kind of speed stone on them, and additional speed coming in from enables and their armor, and then you need to slow Sword Flash all the way down. But the problem is, as you add tenants to Sword Flash, if you decide to awaken her, that's going to speed her up and up and up and up, and it might get to a point where you can't catch up, so you're going to need to have at least Void 1, if not Void 3, on the Drake and the Rogans. But honestly, he shouldn't worry about that, because he's got Eloise, he can use Tix with that, he can use Carry with that, we've got Amun-Ra. There's a lot of strategy that can be used here to clear the Realms Gate and other game modes. I wish I could log in and show you this, but I can't, because this is an account that I just saw on a group page and wanted to share it with you. Final thoughts, this guy has built hella wide. He's not even finished his Delacium that he got to 290. The Heart Watcher is 270 and E2. I would just regress that. You only need a 10-star. There's a 9-star Amun-Ra in there, an 8-star Queen, 9-star Puppet. So this guy has food lying around. And again, what a waste by building that Garuda and not swapping her to Rogan. And by building tenants for Sword Flash, we're actually hurting our progress, because I'm also seeing tons of tenants here for Eloise. The account really doesn't have much focus. It looks like all they've done is said, oh, streamer person or content creator recommended this hero, I'm going to build it. And if a lot of you are like that, please stop being like that, because you actually need to think within the context of your account. Whenever we've recommended Sword Flash as a first hero, it's on the basis that you are using her with the correct artifacts and the correct team. This guy doesn't have any of that and is therefore massively hurting his progress. So I wanted to bring you this video to give you an example of why building Sword Flash as your first Transcendence hero is a bad idea. Does that mean it's a bad idea for everybody? Of course not. Some people realize that they're going to get to 8 Demon Bells way before they get their second Transcendence hero, so want to get the Sword Flash in there early. But a lot of people forget that you can actually swap Transcendence heroes for a few gems and some soul symbols. You can actually undo the transcending of a hero and actually move it onto somebody else. So you can build Vesa to go alongside your Eloise until you have the 8 Demon Bells, then undo the Vesa and just use Sword Flash. So that's an option too. A lot of people forget that's a thing. A lot of people don't know that's a thing, and it causes them to make some really strange choices. So hopefully this account has surprised you if anything? Because looking at it, I know a lot of you might go, oh, that account looks really good. But actually, when you look deeper into the surface, take a look at the artifacts, you realize that a lot of mistakes have been made here, and there's not a lot of forward thinking that's been going on. It seems like one of these accounts where they hear things and build things, but never actually think for themselves. And that causes a lot of problems. It's my goal to use this channel to help you guys think strategically, give you guys some information that can help you understand how I think when I play this game. And also, if you haven't already, please do check out our strategy guides and our Idle Heroes Explained videos, because they will break things down in a way that you guys can understand as either new players or advanced players. Anyway, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Happy idling.